We in there. Hey everybody, we in the room, y'all. And we on time, then. We getting better and better at this.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. There we go.
There we
Beautiful people. Hello, hello.
We're just trying to get some people in the room. Y'all come on in, come on in. I don't know what type of music this is. I'm just playing on the StreamYard. But we're talking hot topics today. And these, of course, are hot topics in the Matrix. But we do need to discuss because it does pertain to our everyday life living. All right, y'all. Let me see. Let me go to the chat. She got her box. Yay! Hey, Tony. Hey. I need somebody to tell me, are they able to see the comments in the chat? Because I don't know.
Of course, I cannot.
Yeah. All right, we just waiting for some people. We got a couple of people in here. But we waiting for a few more, y'all. Give it a few more minutes. And while we waiting, y'all, if y'all want to discuss some hot topics, put it in the comment box. Also, have the link.
See, I told you. The Instacart guy is just making it to my door.
Go ahead, man. We got time.
Yeah, and he's taking pictures of his delivery right now. Let me go tell him he's late.
Okay, go ahead. I don't know if they're able to see that because this is on YouTube that I'm putting the chat in. Let me put it on Facebook. Because I'm on two places, YouTube and Facebook, y'all. So if you're on Facebook, please go and subscribe to Discover with Drina. We're discovering a lot of things about ourselves on this planet called Earth. How about that? So, let's go. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Let me see. Boom, boom. Uh-oh. Okay. What is it?
All right, I'm back. Just took all the heat out of my room. It's so cold outside.
I just stopped the music, but I'm trying to let everybody know. Venus, tell them your YouTube page.
It is The Root Goddess.
Okay.
That's as simple as it gets. The Root Goddess, yes. Yes, I have yoga videos. I have a couple of videos on how to prune your plants, how to harvest your different herbs. Just a few. It's growing.
Yeah, mine is too. Mine is Discover with Drina. And I just put the link in the chat for the people who want to come in tonight.
Oh, I love those earrings, Drina.
Thank you. Yeah, that was cheap, Erica. Okay.
My cartoon. Beauty supply.
I'm trying to be on. I don't need both. I just need one. Okay. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Thursday night show with V&D, Venus and Drina. How about that?
That's right. Fat Kid and Dog Taylor in the house.
All righty. So today we wanted to talk about a lot of things. This is a new month. We still in the first quarter of the year, and we wanted to talk about the hot topics. Happy Black History Month. How about that, Venus? Happy Black
That's
History
right.
Month.
Happy Black History.
Happy Black
All
History
year round. Black
all year
history
round.
all year round.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got your wine. I got the wine.
Yes. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. So we want to go down the line with a couple of hot topics, and I think people do need to talk about hot topics. We live in this world. I know we want to talk about stuff on outside of the matrix, but we need to talk about stuff that's inside of the matrix. So, of course, celebrity is inside of that matrix. So, we're going to talk about some things on the hot topic. And one of the biggest things, yeah, we're going straight in, y'all. One of the biggest things that the number one thing that was on the hot topic that me and Venus want to discuss was the depression and suicide that is happening right now. And not saying that it wasn't happening before, but since we've been in a panorama, I have to watch my words. Since we've been in a panorama,
the suicide rates have like increased dramatically.
Very much.
Which
so.
they were bad anyway. Ridiculous,
yes,
but especially
but
amongst
like,
African Americans.
It's up. And in my mind, I know as Black people, we are not used to, like in the beginning of the panorama, we had to be quarantining by ourselves. And that's just not how we used to living. You know, we used to mingling, socializing, meeting up,
We're
going together.
social people, yeah.
We're social people. So we like to gather up. We like to have our meetings and discussions. I don't care if we stand up on the
Commune. We
tree.
like to commune together.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of us. That's part of just being Black people.
Yeah, it is.
So, and I think as not only that, if you already suffering with some type of depression, some type of imbalance or whatever, when that panorama happened, that quarantine required us to be alone, and that's not our due. That's not our thing to be alone. So I think a lot of people suffering from things they had already been suffering from, and I know people just miss the socializing. I miss socializing how we used to. I know I do.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And
I think that now that we're able to socialize a little bit more, I still don't. It's like I've gotten out of the habit of going places like I used to. I just don't do it anymore. And so I think that is affecting a lot of people too. Like, how do you get back to a norm? Or is there such thing as a norm? And is this the new norm? Like, so I think that's one of the things too. But depression is real.
Depression
is real. And I think one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is when you suffer from the reason of the panorama, the cause of it, it affects you mentally as well. The actual cause of the panorama, as you may say, it affects you mentally. And so it's one of the effects that they don't talk about much, but is part of the cause of the panorama.
Yes. But we also have to think about a lot of people experience a lot of death in their families. Like
exactly,
you experience death from illnesses. You got people who are experiencing death from a lot of violence because the crime has went up. So that would drive people to stay in the house, and that can be depressing.
Right. It's true.
So I just feel like I know we had the death of the Miss America. I don't want to say her name wrong. I think it's Chelsea or Chelsea. It's not Chelsea, but it's a little different. But I know she had a functioning depression that she was dealing with. And I'm just imagining, like, how can you, I mean, that's a lot. I know we have functioning people who function while they're on drugs, but functioning while you're in a depression and
Yes.
eventually
Yes.
choose and do suicide, like
Yes.
please check in on y'all people. Check in
Well, I'm
on
gonna tell you.
me. Just check in on everybody because, and please,
Well,
people, answer your phone if somebody checking in on you. Please, y'all, send a text, say you okay.
well, one of the things that we don't talk about much is the medications for depression. And some of those medications have a side effect of suicidal,
I don't.
increased
Yeah.
suicidal thoughts. So, so you're on these medications that's supposed to be helping you, you know, but they're increasing the suicidal thoughts that you're having. And we don't talk about that. So we think automatically, oh, it's just the depression that caused the suicide. But in reality, and I hope we don't get tagged for this, but it's the truth because when they do that at the end of those commercials,
The
when they're doing that,
spills. Yeah, the
yeah,
spill.
that is part of what they're saying is, and they're telling you to contact your doctor if you have increased thoughts of suicide. And see, that's what we're not doing, but you're depressed. You're
But
depressed and
this is
you're
my
not
thing.
going to contact your doctor because this is what you're going through anyway. So that's what we have to be mindful of when we know people who are taking depression medication.
Mm-hmm. And
Mm-hmm.
also, I felt like, okay, I know since we've been in the panorama trying to get our lives back together, and here go Drina starting a business doing the panorama. And my
Mm-hmm.
thing was like, like I was talking to the guy, like I was telling you before, the guy at the Crescent Center named Joseph, and he was telling me, you know, like I told him, social media, it seems like it drives you in, like you're not doing enough, like you're supposed to be doing all this stuff. And I can see how some people who are so successful have all these thoughts because since I've been doing this, my mind is rapidly going to the point where I have to calm myself down to go to sleep. It's almost like you got to rest some part of your brain to get the other brain to say, hey, it's rest time. So I can
Mm-hmm.
just imagine being a prominent lawyer. She was a Miss America, a lawyer, dealing with all the stereotypes of a lawyer in the courtroom because I heard
Mm-hmm.
her story, you know, like one time she came in the courtroom and the I can't think of the name of the lady in the court told her the attorneys hadn't got here yet. And she was like, I am the attorney. What are you saying? You know, so she was like, you see me with all this stuff and you still don't think I'm a lawyer? Like, really? I came
Because
here
I'm pretty.
how?
I said, because I'm pretty and black? Is that why?
Yes, and this is the stuff that
Exactly.
she was saying that she had to deal with as a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
So I could just imagine you're a lawyer, you're Miss America, you got and you're an ET reporter. You got all this stuff going on, but then you got all the back part of it going on, and that stuff plays in your mind. Like I did all this work, and you still don't think I'm the lawyer?
Mm-hmm. I think exactly, but I think we really need to pay more attention to the medications as well. I promise you, because you cannot tell me.
Medication does play a big part.
Right,
I feel like not only do you have to deal with the medication, but people have a lot of trauma
right. Of
that
course,
might,
yes.
yes, all that trauma and that depression, and nobody understanding you.
Mm-hmm.
You had
Mm-hmm.
Regina King, she lost her son to the S word because I don't really like to say all of that. I know we on this social media platform, so you just gotta protect your words. We do want to get in the algorithm, but we're trying to help people and heal people. So I know she was one of the people who she lost her son to the S word. So what I'm trying to say is check on your people. If you see I mean, and I really don't understand how her mother could even know because she was a functioning depressed person. She was functioning on a high level. So,
Trina, can I explain this?
mhm.
When you're on and I know I'm harping on this medication point, but it's because I'm a nurse. You see what I'm saying? That I'm really
Yeah,
wanting people to think about this. That is probably why she was functioning in
yes,
her depression. It's
yes,
because of this medication. Now, with certain medications, you can be okay 1 minute and then the next you're not.
Mm-hmm.
So she could have been okay when she's around people and she's
Yes.
happy and
Yes.
she's full of energy and full of joy and full of life because she's around all these people. And the minute she's alone,
And go
she
home.
starts to think about. And then another thing is if you abruptly stop medications,
yeah,
it could affect you adversely as well.
I heard
So
that's a big one right there.
Exactly. So she could have been on a particular medication and then decided I don't need it because I'm good. I'm good now. I've got all of this stuff going. And then abruptly stopped it without talking to her doctor or without, and then spiraled out of control. We don't know. So we have to pay attention to everything. And then when people,
because now that's gonna make you talking on it, that's gonna make her mom probably be like, maybe we should have checked into the medication,
Yes, because it's on the labels. It's not like I'm saying anything that is not true, anything that is a secret. They have to tell you. And it depended on what medications she was on. She could have had increased thoughts of suicide or she could have stopped abruptly. And that's what happened. And like you said, Brenda, it's just important to check on your folks and to know what's going on. You see what I'm saying? And to know depression is real. And and we suffer from it. And a lot of people suffer from it. I've suffered from depression, and a lot of people don't even realize that they're suffering from depression.
Yes, and that's the thing. That's why I was saying for myself, like I have thoughts that I have to really calm myself down to even go to sleep because my mind is constantly thinking. And it's almost like what if you're not able to say, hey brain, tonight we're going to calm the thinking down. What if you're not able to say that to yourself to calm yourself down?
Mm-hmm.
So yes, please check on y'all people. If you see, I don't care if it's not no unusual behavior. If it's usual behavior, you still need to check on them because just like we said, this was a functioning, high-profile lawyer. Come on, y'all. Let's check on our people. Let's put some love in the air just to say, how you doing today? Even if they don't answer the phone, send a message.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need to do. And I did want to give out the hotlines for depression and suicide. It's a 1-800 number. They say if you know somebody who's just really depressed, you need to call 911 or immediately take them to the hospital. But there is a number. The 800 number is 1-800-273-8255. There's also a youth line, 877-968-8454. So I'm just hoping that it helps somebody out here. I mean, we're talking about hot topics, but this is the life of people that we don't know nothing about.
I don't remember people committing suicides like suicide. Black people committing suicide like this when I was young. I just don't remember it. I just don't remember. I couldn't tell you one person that I knew growing up as a teenager that committed suicide.
I don't either.
You just don't. I know Black people, we tend to commit suicide slowly with drugs and alcohol and, because that's slowly committing suicide, but to actually take our own life immediately, I've only known one person growing up that actually took his own life, just one. And it is amazing.
I still can't think of none, tell you the truth.
I know one.
Sit down and really think about it because it is on the rise. Please talk to your folks and help them. Even y'all young teenagers be depressed too, y'all. I just have to sit up here and talk to my daughter about school, like filling out application for school. That's depressing for them.
Mm-hmm.
When they see them prices, when they see what scholarship money they gonna get. So teens do get depressed. Don't say it's an excuse. It happens to us all. Let's just
it does.
check on each other. All right, so we got that down because we had to talk about that one. All right, so on to the most recent this week was the suspension of Whoopi Goldberg. We got to talk about this because first of all, Tom, we not trying to talk about your people. We just talking about the situation. Okay, let's get that straight first. Um, the Whoopi was just suspended from her job on The View. Yes, The View, and it was a remark that she said about the J people. I don't even want to say their name because they so sensitive about it. The J people that's from Jerusalem. You know what I'm talking about? Those people.
Let's say that from Jerusalem.
So instead, I think when I heard it and I listened to it, I didn't see nothing wrong with it because my mind is not on race. I don't think about people as race. We're humans. And what she said was humanity instead of race. That's what I seen. And most of the people were saying that, you know, what happened to the J people, that was racism at its finest. And she shouldn't have said it like that. She should be fired, blah, blah, this and that. Now, I am looking for comments, people. We're looking for comments because we want some word on what y'all think about this type of situation. Because in my mind, I work at the hospital, and you know, we have people who are different races, something that was made up in this culture of this matrix, and then we have ethnicity. Now, ethnicity, that means like if you ask, like I have asked people, you know, what's their ethnicity, you know, because you have white Spanish people, you have all these different type of Spanish people, so you have to ask them that ethnicity, okay? So in my mind, I didn't think the J people was a race. I didn't. Did you think they was a race? Like when you fill out your paperwork, I don't see nothing about the J people being a race. Yes, I'm saying the J people. And if y'all want to know, that's Jews, okay? The Jews. We can say it like that. But the J people, I didn't know that they was a race. Like the way it's almost like we know what the man Hitler did. We know what he did was single people out, but I didn't think that was a race because it never shows up on the paperwork. Because you got black Jews. So
You thought it was a religion.
yes, come
Yes,
on.
yes,
I thought it
yes.
was just a religion.
I
Like
thought it was a
this
religion
group of
too.
people are from this area, and not
Right.
only that, let's just be realistic now because the Hitler man didn't kill just them; it was other people too. Now we got to remember there's a documentary out there of people that was in South America that they have kept in, like his right hand man kept them in captive too. They call the little boy. It's on Netflix. It's the little boys or something, but they are South America, and they was being raised by these Russians. So my thing was, I was like, people, we did not make up this word called race. Remember, Bob Marley said we all in the rat race. Okay, what I'm
Hmm.
saying is, I did not know that y'all were a race. That's all I'm saying. I didn't know that y'all were a race. I thought y'all were these people in this location that practice this religion. You see what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
do you think Whoopi should have been fired?
I don't know if
I
she
mean,
should have been.
suspended.
Should she have been suspended? Of course, I don't think she should have been suspended. I think you can definitely talk to someone about their views without taking, because I don't think her comment was racist or she was coming off to somehow take away from what happened to Jewish people. I don't think she was doing that. I think what she was doing was trying to express the thought that it was about treating humans a certain type of way and that how people treat other humans. I don't think she was trying to to be mean or to, because what happened to Jewish people was awful. That was horrific. And we all know that. We all know that was, I mean, it was just awful and it happened. And it's more than sad, but it is about how we treat humanity and how a certain type of Latman has come and, destroyed people because of what they believe and what the color of their skin. And I think that was what she was saying with what happened to them. It was, to me, more of religious persecution and in how you treat people in a humanitarian type of
Thank you.
thought. I think that's what she was thinking.
That's what she was saying.
Whereas with slavery, it was based on the color of their skin and not their belief. Because Jewish people,
no, Hitler
the
did
color of their skin matched.
He believed in it. He did the same thing.
Matched the color of Hitler's. It was the hair and all of that stuff. And he didn't even have blonde hair. No. It was his madness that made him believe that those people were better. But I think she was trying to show the difference between how people are treated because of the skin color and how people are treated just because people are evil.
Yes.
And Hitler was evil, and he treated them like that because he was evil, not because of their skin color. And we all come to think that race has a lot to do with your skin color. And I think especially African Americans. And so that's where Whoopi was coming from. And my thought is that they were not brown people. And so it couldn't have been race. It was more, this is an evil man doing evil things to other people.
Humans.
And we know that. And I and I hope
Venus.
Huh?
Whoopi was Jewish. I thought she practiced the religion.
Her name is Goldberg.
No, that's what I'm saying. She converted a long time ago to Judaism. That's what I'm saying. So that's what made me think like, so y'all mad at Whoopi, but then y'all suspended her the first day of Black History Month. Y'all slapped her in the face. But then isn't she Jewish? She practiced the religion. So
I hate it that we're so sensitive, but I get it. I understand. But like I said, I don't think she was trying to take anything away from the horror of what happened to Jewish people.
No, she like I said, used the word humanity, and not racism. That was what it was.
Right. Because it was awful. I mean, like I said, it was an awful thing that a horrible man did to a people. And it I don't think she was trying to take anything from the horror of it.
She didn't.
But I would say this, it would be nice if we as Black people got the same respect.
But we're not the controllers of this entertainment world. You have to remember, they are the controllers of.
Can we get the word nigga out of songs?
I mean, this the thing. I can say it, but you better not say it. And it's cultural.
And that to me is not fair. Like no one should say it. If one person can't say it, no one can say it.
Well,
and that's just how I feel.
Has already been culturally changed already. So I don't know if we can take it out because we still use it in a homeboy type of way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have changed it from one word to, and then when we know we're talking about some sorry ones, we are referring to the sorry. It's just how we culturally have changed that word to what it is today. So what I'm saying is,
so a white guy can't say, this is my nigga. So a white guy can't come and say, this is my nigga. White guy can't say that.
I mean,
a white girl can't say, oh, that's my nigga.
She better not say it. She
That's
might not
my
make it to
nigga.
the
That's
next
my
day.
boo. I love him. White girl can't say that.
No, she might not make it to the next day with this young people. Even when we was growing up, she might get slaughtered at city stages. Okay.
And that ain't right. That ain't right.
I'm
That
just saying
ain't
that's the
right.
society that we live in.
Yeah.
I have seen it before.
Yeah,
So you
I
better
have.
watch your words. Just watch your words. That's all I can say. Watch your words. If you're not, if your ancestors said it in a bad way, that does not make you able to say it in 2022. Okay, because your
I know, but
ancestors.
I think at this point, I'm just over censorship, period. Like, if I would rather know that a person of another race wants to call me a nigga instead of them having to say it. I mean, hide it. You know, I would rather know my enemy. I just don't. I think censorship is too. I think it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. I
Mhm.
think it can be good, but then now they're censoring. You know, it's almost like you can't have an opinion.
You're talking about the cancel culture.
Right. You can't have an opinion that is contrary to what a certain people say. You see what I'm saying? Or you're torn down. Like, you can't have beliefs, even religious beliefs now. You can't say that you think this is wrong because of your religion, because you're labeled, you know, a certain thing, and you can be fired, or your life can be ruined for just speaking how you feel about a certain thing. And that to me it's just not
I
fair.
think what's happening is with the cancel culture thing, because some of it is going a little too far for me, if you ask me. But I think with the structures that has been set up, some of these structures are being have to fall down in order for us to be balanced with each other and with each other in other people's lives. We got to be able to accept people for who they are. So the cancel culture can go a little bit too far, but some of the things, like, I really understand, like this going into the next one, like
But let me say
can
this, because like this, and I'm gonna say this, because this is an issue with me. I can't express the fact that I think it's wrong for my daughter to have to potentially, maybe, play sports against a man, run track and field against a woman that was born a man. Like, I don't think that's physically fair to my daughter. But if I say that, I might get some backlash here, because I just don't think it's fair to my daughter to have to compete against testosterone. Not that I think it's upsetting because she can't, compete against a man. We can leave the gender out of it. I just think it's wrong for her to have to compete against testosterone.
well,
Can I say that?
they already changed. I know they did change that, because I feel like, because I'm not trying to get counseled by the LGBTQ and they coming out knocking on my door and all that. I accept y'all for who y'all is. But like you said, I have daughters. I have 3 of them. That's all I have. So my thing is, don't cancel my daughters out because you want to be a part of what they're living. Now, if you want to be in your natural state of the trans world, I think they should create a lane for
I
y'all. Like,
remember
for
when
real.
transgenders used to call us fishes. Ooh,
Well, I'm
you a
not mad at
fish.
fish. I'm not mad at being a fish, because that's just
You a
something that they
fish.
made up. Just like I say punk. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at the word fish, because I think,
It didn't bother me either.
no, it don't bother me, but I think a lot of other women got bothered when they say fish, but they say fish because, baby, we are the fish. We are. We swore in the look. We go in the water and we came out the land to make y'all asses. So I don't even care about that part right there, because this is my thing when they say fish. Fish is women, and you're trying to balance with me, because that's part of your feminine is way higher, and you're trying to balance with who I am, and that's, I mean, what woman is, and that's fine, because I'm all right with you being feminine. I don't care. I had, hey, I have
I
taken
don't
in a
either.
lot of gay young boys in my house who cannot tell their parents that they're gay. Okay,
I'm
and
flattered. I'm I'm
you see my
flattered,
house, you seen that, Dan? It's a lot of them
but
coming in there because they
I'm
can't tell their
flattered.
parents. They don't have
I'm
nowhere to
flattered.
go. And I
I'm
feel bad
flattered.
for them because they're not able to be themselves around their parents. They're not able to talk to their parents about what they're going through, their feelings, their emotions, or what they want to be. So, hey, I'm the one who they friends with my daughters. How would I deny them for, wanting some type of
Exactly.
comfort from a parent to say, hey, it's okay. That's the way you feel. You came here. You can't stop feelings like that. I'm sorry. It's no way if you see it in them, they can't stop it. That's just the way who they are. And I
I
think a
agree.
lot of men, they be saying like, let's just talk about this for a minute because a lot of this on the TVs talk about it's a lot of gay stuff on the TV. What I want to tell them, like, hey, don't you think these people tired of hiding in the closet? They want to see their love life on the screen too. But then again, you got it where they overkilling it with the gay stuff, like on Power. I'm like, every time you see this dude and his boyfriend, they fucking. Why they can't be having a
But it's
kosher
sex
relationship?
period. It's
Like that's
not
every
just,
Power
it's over
episode.
sex.
Y'all having sex.
It's over sex. Television is over sex. I don't care about if it's
It is
heterosexual or
thank
homosexual.
you.
The
That's what
it's
both
too
of
much
them.
sex.
It's
Too
too
much.
much.
Too
Like
much.
y'all not seeing every time y'all see each other, y'all having sex. Y'all don't even know what y'all favorite color is. Do you know this dude's last name? And that's the thing about when I have these young gay dudes who come to my house, like I'm the one who say y'all be careful, just like I tell my daughters to be careful. Y'all be careful too, because there's a lot of stuff going on in y'all culture that I don't know about, but you are like a child to me. You are like my child, so I want you to be safe when you're going on dates with these men. I want you to be safe when you're talking to these men. I want you to be safe if y'all meeting up and partying. Make sure your drink is safe. Make sure your life is safe. If you need to call me and say you need a ride home. I treat them just like I treat my girls because once their parents find out that they are living or might be in that lifestyle, they drop them like flies, kick them out. How do you kick out your child just because that's their sexuality?
I have no idea. I have no idea. But
I
I
put
tell,
my daughters
I
out to the wolves. Why would I put my son just because he has a different sexuality from our other children or from the so-called norm? Because this shit is normal. People have normal thoughts about having sex with the same sex. Come on, men and women. And I used to be blocked from my mind like that until I had to get balanced and listen to my own daughters saying, why would you can't do people like that, mama. And I was like, you know what, you damn right. Because I wouldn't want nobody to do me like that if I was like
right,
that. That's
right,
not fair.
right.
So yes,
And this new generation, like my 12-year-old, like I'm going through a divorce. So my 12-year-old comes to me because one of her good friends has two mothers. And so she comes to me, she's like, Mom, I don't care if you marry a woman or a man, if you date a woman or a man.
I
She's like,
love
what
that.
what does that matter? Like, why would that matter to me? Like, what is that? Like,
You're not
okay, it's a human.
you're
It's
still
a
my
human. It's not
mom.
a dog. You're not marrying a dog, are you? So what does it matter? Black, white, Jewish, man, woman, as long as you're not marrying a dog or an elephant, like
Yeah.
we good. And I think that's the beauty of this generation, that I
Yes.
do see that
They
in them.
very
It's the
accepting and I like
beauty
it.
of this generation that I see. But they can take things too far, because I do not think estrogen can stand up to testosterone in a race. And that is just the truth.
Yeah, that's why
We
I
just
said create their lane for them. Everybody should. If trans women want to compete, can put her in her lane with other trans women or other trans men. Duh. Cause you got trans men who don't want to be in the lane with another woman. They are men. They consider themselves men. So put them in the lane. They want to be competing in the Olympics. Let them in their own lane. Because my daughter can't outrun a testosterone person who's already came to this earth built physically for this earth as a man. And I can't help that. They might
Right.
live as a woman, and
And
that's the
she can't
choice.
help that. And that's
And
just
she
not
can't
fair.
help that either. So that's what I'm
It's just
saying.
not fair. But I think, you know what, I'm not, and I might get some flack for what I'm about to say. But feminism, we are equal, has made that all of that okay. That feminine, that true feminist, we can do any and all things and everything. I believe that, but I believe that's what's been fed into this belief that testosterone is equal to estrogen is equal to testosterone when it comes to muscle building. And it's not.
Like I said
It's
before,
just
we
not.
came to this planet for a reason. And our genetic makeup is here for a reason. So you have to fall in each lane that genetically makes up for you. So, with that being said, that I know what you're saying, the women rights, feminism, and all that, but my thing is, I just want to be balanced with everybody. I want to understand people from their levels or where they're coming from. I just want to be balanced with understanding, even that's your lifestyle, even if it comes to poly relationships, same sex, whatever LGBTQ. If you just want to be alone and not be sexual at all, I want to understand that too, because we got people out here who, what they call them, asexuals, that don't want to be with.
Or you want to have sex all the time and just have
That's
sex
what I'm
all the
saying.
time.
So you just,
With
I just
whomever you want to have
embrace
sex with,
everybody with love.
man or woman.
If I can't embrace you with love and you can't embrace me with love, and then we just gonna stand on our opposite sides, because I don't want to argue or fight with nobody. But I just wish
Right.
everybody would just be balanced with people's thoughts, unless it's hurting somebody, like women and children and men. Like you hurt humanity, humans, then you got to be, like what Bob Marley said, somebody got to die. And that's what the part that we ain't been living by. Like
Right.
y'all need to go over there. Cause y'all fucking up our humanity and our society and culture over here. And I don't care what culture you have. If you Jewish, Arab, Spanish, whatever, let's protect the culture or whatever you have, so we can learn from each other and grow as a society. That's the whole point. We supposed to accept everybody's differences, especially if you're not hurting nobody. If you hurt somebody, that's a different story now.
I agree.
So, Whippy, we on your side, girl. We got you, girl.
That's
If
right.
you ready to get your own show, girl, we gonna watch it and support you too. Cause you show cut up on Megan, baby. Stay on her ass. Stayed on her ass so long she left the show.
And that may be a
I
reason
don't like
it was
white
so
privilege.
hard
Let
on.
me be honest. I don't like white privilege. I have white friends, like white people say, I got black friends. I got white friends that that's what I'm saying. That did not display white privilege. I had one white friend that displayed white privilege during Katrina, and I got in her ass real quick. So I don't really like white privilege. So let's kill that shit in 2022. White privilege is dead, okay? And we ain't gonna
Black
get cut off
privilege
of
needs to be killed too. The elite black.
the elite people. That
The
too. That need
elite
to change
blacks,
too.
because you have the elite black that think that because they are educated and because they went to this educated HBCU or they went to here or there, that they, are better. Because black people got that bad too.
Say it again.
They got that bad too. There's white privilege, but there's the black elite. Or I'm a doctor, or I'm a professor, or I am the best psychiatrist, therapist.
Because you know what?
I went to this.
Got issues
No,
just
baby.
like regular Joe Schmo. Come on, you the same person as regular Joe Schmo.
My legacy says this. I have a legacy. No, baby, no. Your legacy, your legacy should be your children. Your legacy should be those that you leave from your lineage. That is your legacy. And if your legacy does not like you or does not love you or does not associate with you, you have no legacy.
You don't have no legacy.
You have none. Okay, I'm sorry, that was personal. My bad. Let's get back on time. Let's get back on topic. My bad, booze. My bad. I went there, baby. I'm sorry. I went there. My bad. My bad.
That's fine. Perfectly fine. That is
Okay.
fine.
We back, y'all.
Look, they need to know this.
But it's the truth. We
They need
do.
to
We
know this.
do have that Black elite that feels like they're just as privileged as white privilege. And it can be sickening because you're not. Because at the end of the day, just like OJ, they're going to show you that you are Black, nigga. And that's just it. That's just it.
That go to a lot of people out there. Not just that go to all the men who trying to live this white man society life. We're Black people. We're known to be together. Let's be together on this thing. Not known to be together, but let's start being together on this thing, okay?
Yes, we are all one.
Ain't nobody
Mother Nature
elite.
and God, that energy says that we are all connected. We are all one. White, Black,
Ain't
Jew,
nobody
Gentile.
elite. If you elite, we all elite.
Exactly. We are all. We all should have privilege. And that's the issue. If one has privilege, we should all be privileged.
Thank you.
And we're not.
If you so elite, why you didn't leave the door open for me?
Say it again.
If you are so elite, why you didn't leave the door open for a whole bunch of us to come in?
Exactly.
So you're not elite, you're selfish.
Exactly. And the thing is, you look down on people who don't have the education or the things that you have, and that is not. And then you have a superiority complex. Well, I've got to save these people because they're not like me. They're little. You see what I'm saying? And you can't go into helping and serving a people first believing that you're better.
I don't like elite people because that simple fact right there. Because this is my thing. My grandmother was a woman who was married to a man, and I'm talking about my dad's mother, was married to a man at an early age, and she used to have to go. That's why I said we women, Black women especially, been working the whole damn time, so we ain't got time to be feminist people. We've been taking care of ourselves and our children by ourselves for a long time, whether you here or you're not here. Okay, so we don't fall in that category because we've been taking our children. But my grandmother used to, when her husband had died, she married at 17. He was an older man, and she used to go clean houses for white people across the mountain in Mount Brook. Why y'all didn't leave the door open for her? If you so elite, why you didn't come to the neighborhoods and educate so how we can learn how to be elite? That's why I don't really care for elite people, because the elite is only for you because you finally made it. It's not for everybody. The information is not for nobody else. It's for you because you finally made it, so you can stand on top of your mountain and talk about all the little people that's up under you. And to me, you're showing white privilege. That's what white privilege do. So why are you taking up something that our oppressor did and putting it back on your same damn people? That's stupid. Let's get it right, people. We're not here to be above each other. We supposed to be connected. We supposed to be hand in hand. So just because you elite, don't forget where you came from. You was hand in hand with me. And you still is, whether you know it or not. Because just like you went up, you can't fall down.
And I don't wish any falls on anyone. I just wish
nobody to fall.
Right. I just wish that we would treat each other better. And we would be considerate of everyone. And I'm not just saying by Black people. I think all people, the human race. Like, we just need to treat each other better. But if you look at it, the darker brown people are always at the bottom. And then when we do get there, I will say there are people with money that help, but are you helping enough? Like, I think it's like, if you are a billionaire, like, couldn't you make other millionaires? Like, do
See,
you really
okay, yeah,
need
I mean, because
$1
your brother, he said something for real because I do see that. It said, I believe that people should respect differentiation. Like you have a non-smoking section, and that respect. Well, then respect those who smoke, and if you smoke, those who not, don't impose your beliefs a way of life. Yeah, I believe that too. But that's we all connected though. That's why I said we all connected. So if you have a belief like that goes to, he said, the smoking, non-smoking. Just like people, you got people who smoke weed, who don't smoke weed, who gonna talk about the people who smoke weed. You got the people who got the jab and who didn't get the jab. So it's always, let's stop, you're right, guy, let's stop talking about the differences. Let's just join forces with each other, because that's the problem. We always say, oh, they live in the projects. Do you know why they live in the projects? Because you could have been there too.
Well,
Some of y'all
I
was
do
there.
know, I do know people that thought it was just easier to live in the project than actually get a job. So some of them just
But that's
like,
that's a low vibration mind though. But if the elite people come and talk to the low vibration mind, you never know. They might
but that doesn't make,
excel.
well, because you can be elite and still be living on a low vibration mentally, because that's what
Yes.
thinking you're elite is, and that's what you fail to realize, that just because you are educated
Hmm.
and does not mean that you think on a higher level than someone who, well, I'm saying educated.
I know what you're saying. Explain
Right,
it to
but
me.
I'm saying, because you have people who are self-educated and educated by the system. And
Hmm.
those who tend to be educated by the system are the ones that tend to think, because you're self-educated, that you're lower than those that are educated by the system.
Listen,
And
exactly.
education is education, whether you
Thank
get
you.
it from the streets, whether you educate yourself, or whether you get it from the system. It's
Hmm.
education is education,
Education.
and it should be respected across the board,
Thank you.
because you can be educated by the system and get killed in the streets because you weren't educated on the streets. You see what I'm
That's true.
saying? So you have
I'm
to
just
respect
asking all
all levels.
elites, if you're so elite, go help someone who's less elite as you. Since you say you elite.
Or at least
But
that's at least what you think is less elite.
thank
Because
you.
I don't feel like, for one, elite to me should only be, I mean, when you're talking about athletes, when you're talking about, okay, I can see an elite athlete, but even then, but financially and so-called, as far as education, because education is so broad to me. Like, you can, like I said, there's so many different levels of education. Why do you think because you have this certain level of education that you are considered elite? You know, and I think that that is what I don't like
I was trying to
about
answer
that
how
frame of thought.
he said, we can't hate white people because they stick together. We need to learn from them on how they do the same.
Of
And
course. Yes,
we
I
do.
agree.
We need to learn from a lot of group of people of cultures that stick together. So I think once, and I think, we have trust issues. We as black people, because I was talking to my cousin about that the other day, saying that, why we can't do business together. And I was telling her, why? Because we have trust issues. And it's a problem with, when you do business with somebody, it's always somebody who wants to be on top, but we all doing business together. It's no top. We all balance as one. But you always have that person who wants to be on top, wants to make the most out of it, wants to do this. But when you and I said, think about Marcus Garvey. When Marcus Garvey was trying to get us in the money of it, then he had people that was on the outside, like, I mean, that was inside his camp that was saying, I want he got all this money, I want some too. We don't know how to trust and be balanced with each other and wait for it. And I know we do have people out there that be scheming and shit like that. I understand that part too. But I feel like if you, in this day and time, if you have somebody that you can do business with, and y'all can come together as a group and trust each other and make up contracts, then it should work fine. But it's hard when I guess the rap of things like that happen in our society, just like Marcus Garvey, it's hard for us to come together. So we gotta learn how to trust each other.
But let me say this: the panorama, as you said, the panorama has taught me that they don't stick together as much as you think, because it's no
It's the
longer.
way you do it though. They
The
have
panorama shows me that it is not race at all. It is more so about the elite. What you laughing at?
I'm laughing because Venus, the whole panorama is the elite.
Duh. Thank you. Okay. Exactly. Exactly. And that's just the truth. Exactly.
The
Exactly.
whole, like, we could sit and talk about Whoopi. We talked about Whoopi, but Whoopi just proved it's about the who? Elite.
Exactly. It
That's
ain't
right,
right.
Nick. It's economics.
My
And
beautiful
who
white
holding
sisters.
the economics?
I'm gonna be
The
complete.
elite. We just,
My
like she
beautiful,
said, which is attributed to the ethnic groups. Okay.
to my beautiful, wonderful, loving white sisters and brothers. It's no longer about race, baby.
No more.
It's not about race, boobs.
It's not.
Come on over
Please
here.
come
Talk
with
to me.
us.
Come on. Talk to me, because you with me now.
We supposed to be friends.
You said we're connected. Come on, my brothers and sisters. Forget all of that race, race, race. No, it's not
We're not
about
in the
race.
rat race no more. It's
It's
a
not
different
about
race now.
race,
It's a
baby.
money
It's
race.
not. Not. So you realize that it's not about race.
It's not.
And we
It
just
never
need to
really
realize
was.
that
It never
the
really was.
only way, the only way to conquer all of that
Holly.
is to truly, is
Uh-oh.
to true love. We have to love each other. We
Say it
have
again.
to get
That's
all
why
over this.
I love Drina. That's why my name
We've
is
got to
Love
get
Drina.
over this elite. We've got to get over this race. We have to realize we're all connected, and we just have to love. And because it's not about race anymore. It's just not.
That's right,
It's
Nina. She
not.
said we
It's
are
not.
one race,
We.
human. That's
That's it.
right. And they
That's
still
it.
don't want to call.
That's
They
it.
still don't want to because of the DNA. Still says that they can't, and it's proven it passed through DNA. So
Now,
that's why I said I think we. Hey, this is the thing. That's why I keep telling people we are. Like she said, this is economics. This has nothing to do with race. In our mind, we was talking about race from my little girl time. But my thing is, our parents didn't realize that it wasn't about race. It's about who got the money, who don't. Hey, Deja Reese, who got the money?
and they convince those who, they convince certain people to believe that it was about race so that they could keep control.
Thank you. Mind control over Debo.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember that Friday? Mind
Mm-hmm.
control over Debo. So what that means is, I'm so happy that we got an influx of entrepreneurs now that's learning this information. Please come back to us. If you have information to uplift us, to move us to a higher power, because we want to be able to make passive money. I do be watching Jamil Seasons who be talking about that passive money and all of that stuff like that. We do need to come together as one race and try to overcome the elite. And I know y'all don't like that elite, but y'all got to come with us. Y'all got to be with us now because we are the majority. But we, as the people, got to act as the majority because we act like we scared to act as the majority. We are the majority. We can tear this bitch down right now if we don't like it. And I think people scared of that. Like, oh, I'm
I
scared.
heard something so amazing. I really did today, and it was on a TikTok. And so the guy said, when Black people got mad at the government, they took it to the streets. But when white people got mad at the government, they took it to the fucking government. We don't do that.
We don't.
We don't do that. And we want to
marching and protesting, that shit don't work.
Oh my God, these awful people. Where else were they supposed to take their complaints?
I'm sorry, marching. I'm being honest. Y'all been marching since Martin Luther King. It don't work. Can we say it again?
That was the most beautiful thing that it hit me in the head like, boing. You see what I'm saying? Like, wake up. We sitting up here dogging out the people who stormed the White House like something was wrong when that's what should have happened, because they had issues with the White House. They had issues with what was going on. They took it to the freaking source.
They took it to the
source. They didn't burn buildings. They didn't flip cars. They took it to the source.
They didn't burn up businesses. They went right up in there like, bow, we here. What's up? Yeah, I'm sitting at your desk. You ain't doing your job.
But fear is what makes us think, ooh, we can't do that. Ooh, they kill us. Yeah, they might. Yeah, we might have got shot. That is the truth. That is a thought. You see what I'm saying? That we can't do that, but that's what should have been done.
Would die. She said we would die. She said if we have stopped, it's more effective.
Right. And I agree.
We the biggest spenders. I don't understand why we can't come together and say, hey, let's not spend this money today.
Right. I know. I agree that it would have been a different outcome if we had stormed. But we can't be mad because they did. And because of their privilege, they were able to. And that's what's not fair. That's what's not equal or balanced when it comes to so-called race, but
I'm with Nina. Guy said we need to go to the polls, but I'm with Nina. We need to start spending. I don't know if we know how to do that. I might have to manifest that with a group of
polls
teams.
Can be manipulated. Polls can be manipulated.
I don't believe in polls, yeah. I don't believe
both in polls, can be manipulated.
The money, that's how you fuck them up. The money. If we are able to, it needs to be the same casualties at War for Progress. So are you saying it needs to be the same casualties of war for progress? I don't say it needs to be the same casualties of war. Your casualties of war falls into stop spending that money.
Hold on, shout out to my cousin Nina. Is that my cousin Nina?
Yes.
Is that she's running for state rep in Birmingham. I'm not sure. Tell her to put what district she's running for in the comments so we can make sure. District 60.
And put it in the comments, Nina.
Right. And anytime she wants to come on, let her know that we would gladly let her come on, speak her platform. And I agree that the way that you hit people is in their pockets. I totally agree.
And I think one day, you know what, Venus, with the power of us, we're going to manifest that we're going to choose.
Alabama has a Black lady, Miss Flowers, running for governor.
For governor, yes, for the governor.
She's running for governor. Exactly. That's okay. When you talk about going to the polls, guy, that's what needs to happen. That's how you make true change. If we're talking about going to the polls, a Black woman running, and I bet you 75% of the state of Alabama don't even know that a Black woman's running.
No, they don't.
No,
they don't. And I want to speak prosperity over her. I hope y'all find out who Miss Flowers is and go see who she is. Go find out who she is, because we need the colonel out of the office.
I will post a video after this because I recorded her while we were at the cultural center.
Mm-hmm.
So I will post that video of her recording so that you can kind of get to know her. But we also need to share that video, spread that video so that more people will know. Same with my cousin. We need to, I'm telling you, and this is probably off subject, but not off subject.
No,
when you get Black women in control, it's like waking up the sleeping giant. We know all people issues. There is no person that has been persecuted, thrown up on.
Yeah, they got to go. They got to go.
More than a Black woman. So if you want what's best for your community, you want somebody who really knows what you have gone through when it comes to being discriminated against, a Black woman. She's a woman and she's Black.
We're the nurturers. We're the nurturers.
Yes.
And I'm going to give a great example. When I went to Dubai, that man told me the women in Dubai operate the judicial system. When you go to court, you have women, no men, sitting on the judge stand because, and I said, well, why is that? Why is not balanced? He was like, because men do not have, they don't have that nurturing in that system where they balance it out to say, hey, you've been here too many times. They're going to, if you've been here one time, they're going to hit you after you going to jail. You see what I'm saying? So he said, that's why we have women who can nurture them back and conform them back into society. So I said, all the women over the judicial system, women, nothing but women, no men, women. Mm-hmm. Even when you go in the airport of Dubai, and I understand that's their culture. You must talk to the man first before you talk to the women. When we went in the airport, if you had an issue, you talk to the man first. And if you had an issue, you talk to the woman because she's going to solve your issue. But you got to go to him first. And then he's going to send you to her because she's the solver. She solves the problem. So that's why I said, wow, yes, women run Dubai. Yes, ma'am, they do. Whether it's a bad, because I know they had a religion of Islam, some of those women have to run away to get some type of freedom. But at the most part, I don't see no homeless people in Dubai. If you do see homeless people, it's in the wee hours of the morning up under the interstate, and then they gone. As soon as the sun come out, they gone. Because you cannot be in their country and not working. If you're not working, they sending your ass back home, wherever you came from. Because only the people that are citizens there can stay there and be citizens. You're somebody from another country making money in our country, and your ass need to work. That's how they feel. But going back to what Nina said, she said that we just need to stop spending. And a good example is we stopped riding the bus back in the day and things changed. That means people stopped spending their money and they stopped using their transportation. They start so-called Ubering. That was Uber back then. Okay, catching a ride. So she said our Black legislators have been in the office since the Ice Ages. I agree, Nina. They need to leave because we need new people with new ideas and a new focus on what this is supposed to look like now in Birmingham.
Amen. Now let the church say amen.
Oh, this whole world. Let's just say we can change the whole world, Craig, if we really want to. The Republicans teach theirs, and we refuse to teach our own. Hey, girl, keep saying it. Rod said, much love to all the women committed to spark the change. Yes, and we trying to spark the change in the men too. We need good men on the team to spark this change. We need men that's balanced with us because
divine masculinity.
Please don't put us in this box no more because we're not in a box. We stand right next to you and we fight equally. Because I already told you, I'm not fighting for Black men that I don't know no more. I only fight for Black men I do know. Because some of these Black men not for me. I'm saying they not for the Black women. So we need men who are ready to balance up and stand toe to toe with us. We both soldiers, baby. Let's do it.
And that's where me and my bestie are different, because I stand for all Black men,
I don't.
because I know that when you hate your sister, that means something is wrong with you.
Oh, okay.
Something is wrong with you. And so I pray that that something changes within you. I understand, even with my
What you mean
white
something is wrong?
brothers,
What you mean something is wrong within you?
I truly believe mental health plays a big part in self-hate. And when you do not love your sister, that is part of self-hate. And that is a mental issue, wherever it comes from, a
Well,
trauma, something that was
I'm sure
something that
it
was
does.
taught to you, or something that is not a natural thing to hate what you are. It's not natural.
We know
You said,
that, but that's why I say I only stick up for the Black men who stick up for me. I can't stick up for men who not. You got men. I have walked into a Waffle House and you didn't even hold the door.
right.
You see what I'm saying? And you was with a woman. You was with another woman. I'm not saying I'm your woman, but what I'm
Mhm.
saying is if you are seeing another woman walk in the door, hold the door open for her. Cause I know I will hold the door open for you. So that's why I can't be for all people. All people. Cause you got people who have hate, whether they man or women. But for
Mhm.
my personal journey in my life, I
Mhm.
have not had a lot of Black women want to fight me as much as Black men have. That's
Mm.
what I'm
Mm.
saying. So with
Mm.
that being said, untrained in masculinity. Exactly. So my thing is this. If you're not a balanced man, because I don't, this the thing, you can have masculinity all your life, but are you balanced with your femininity as well? Because we both carry both of them because we came from a man and a woman. They gave us both of them. So yes, I am
Mhm.
masculine and I am feminine at the same time. But that don't mean that you don't stand by me because I don't like all them these Black women. All they want is money. Boom, boom, boom. Every Black woman ain't the same, and every Black man ain't the same. So that's why I say I stick up for the Black men who stick up for me.
Mhm.
I can't stand next to another Black man who does not. I can't stick up for you and stand by your side and put my arms around. Oh, we gotta stick up for these Black men. I can't stick up for you if you out here molesting, if you out here raping, if you out here abusing, if you out here not balancing up with your community, if you out here not raising your children. So no, I cannot protect all these Black men who's sitting out there. I can't go protect George Floyd because I don't know George Floyd and I don't know what he did for himself or his children or his community. I know like that, but I just don't know. So I only stick up for the people that I know, like the men out there at the Crescent Center, Joseph, and Ski, Emmanuel. Yes, I'm gonna stick up for them men because I know they good men. They out here trying to serve their community. For the other ones, no, I can't. I don't know you. I don't know what you've been doing. You probably been over here being a woman beater. You probably been over here doing this. You probably been over here molesting. So I can't stick up for every Black person because I can't do it. I can stick up for a white man who probably been doing some of these things to Black men. So I can't stick up for them.
Hello?
You
You
back?
back? Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Well, see, I think because just because of how I believe we're all connected, interconnected, that
Yeah,
even,
we
and because,
connected, but I can't be connected
Drina,
with negative.
Drina, can I finish? Can I finish?
Know what you're saying? I already know what you're
Yeah.
saying. I can't do it though.
And that's you. You see what I'm saying? But with me,
Exactly.
I feel like, because I understand how hurt people, how trauma begets trauma, how healing, those people need to be healed just as much as I need to be healed. And if we continue to turn our backs on, you know, the molesters, or the
I can
wife
hear.
beaters, or the I think, you know, those
Good
people
luck,
need
Venus.
help.
Good luck in your mission. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Because I do think all
All
people
right, let's go to
deserve
the
help.
next. Yeah, cause let's go on to the next one then. Since
Oh, we
let's
got to
talk
cut
about
off.
this.
We got to cut off my belief. You
No,
got
we're
to
not cutting
express.
off your
No,
belief,
but you
but
did. You
I'm
got to
talking about
express
young
fully.
girls. No, I
You
don't
got
want
to
to cut off your
express
belief.
fully.
I'm
You
not
got to
cutting off your
express
belief.
fully.
I'm talking
It's
about
cool.
I have daughters. I don't want my daughters out here trying to heal a man that's not for them.
Drina, this is coming from a person who was molested and a person who has been raped more than once.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you're that person.
Hold on. This is from a person who's experienced this. And when I say that I understand that hurt people, it is because I have experienced that hurt from people that I love.
Exactly.
And so you have to understand that this is
But
not
do you
just
talk
me.
about it? Do you express it to heal other young girls?
Of course.
Okay,
Yes.
that's what I'm saying. So you're saying you're able to love.
But I also express it to those who have done it to heal them. I have worked with young men. I have worked with young men who have molested and raped little girls. I have worked with adults, males and females, who have molested and raped kids and other adults. And I know that they are hurt and they were hurt. And that is a cycle. That is a cycle.
Yes.
So I understand those things.
Yes, it is. And I'm glad that you're out there healing them. But I can't heal people that are not accountable. That's what I'm saying. So if you're not accountable, I can't have your back.
Well, like I said, I'm for all. I believe all people deserve to be healed, no matter what the mistake.
But if you're not willing to be healed and to be accountable for your actions, then how can I have your back? I can't. That's just me. Like,
and then we don't. And another thing is, you think that you know everything that a person that you know does, and you could be unknowingly taking up for someone who is a child molester or taking up for someone who is a woman beater, but you're standing for this man because you don't know, or you standing for this woman because you don't know. You see what I'm saying? So my thing,
I'm with Nina on that one. They deserve to heal, just not in my space. Thank you. Because I have other people that I'm protecting. So you can't be in my space.
And that's you.
Because you have people that who you, I understand that's your experience, but I understand there are people who are out here who don't acknowledge that action.
Well, if they don't acknowledge it, how do you know that they're the ones, they're not, that the person that you're taking up for is not the person that's doing it?
Exactly. So that's why I have to be very careful in the choices that I make. And I also have to be very careful with the people that I choose to be around me, because I don't want to be in a space where I'm bringing someone in who is potentially maybe hurting someone else.
You don't know, though.
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. You have to be very careful in the choices that you make. The question is, do you believe in rehabilitation? Yes, I do. But you still have pedophiles, rapists, molesters, killers, people who are out here who are still harming. That's all I'm saying. And if they are still harming, then I don't want to be around you, because you need to go seek some type of help that's not in my power, probably, maybe of a higher being, that maybe it's be a psychiatrist, a healer that can help you take this medicine. The point is, I have daughters. I have been in protection mode for a long time when you have 3 daughters who span out in different ages. So I had to be careful in my choices who I bring around my children, because I don't want them to experience none of that. It
And
can happen to
sons go through the
anybody.
same thing. Men
Huh?
go through the same thing.
No, I know they do, but I'm telling you my experience. I don't have a
I know,
son.
okay, and I'm just saying I have sons, and you protect your sons as well.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, I don't have sons. I'm telling you my experience as a person raising my children after a divorce of 10 years. I can't afford to take up for a molester or abuser. I can't do that because I already experienced that myself. So I have to be in protection mode. So no, you go get healed over there, but you cannot come over here where I have young girls who may be vulnerable. No, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm putting an X on the people who sit out here harming people. No, I'm not. But I'm not out here. I can't take up for you. I can't protect you. I can't. You know how they say. We have a lot of women who out here who male identify. I can't male identify as much because I have daughters. And that's my experience because I have sisters. I don't have any brothers. So most of the harm that came to us came from men. That's all I'm saying. So with that being said, we're gonna move on next to the person of another black man, Nick Cannon, multiple babies. And why is this strange? I did put that on my paper. Why is this strange? Because I do, a lot of people are feeling that, oh, why Nick Cannon out here having all these babies with these multiple women? But that's not strange to me. Is that strange to you?
No, they do it anyway.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the truth is the truth.
That's my inside joke to myself. So I mean, hey, it seems like it's okay for men out here to have multiple babies with multiple women. Only person I know, women wise, that had multiple babies, because we do have a lot of women who have multiple babies, but we're talking about on the celebrity thing is only person I know is Erica Badu, and she didn't give a fuck. She got 3. Nick Cannon got what?
8. We got 8 kids. I think he got 7 baby mamas.
8.
Oh, he got 8 baby mamas?
I think he got 8. Did he just
He got 8
announce the
kids.
8th one?
I think he got 8 kids with.
I know one child just passed away.
Right, but see, he got 2 by Mariah.
Okay. So is it 7 or is this
I
number
think
8?
it's 7 baby mamas and 8 kids. I'm not sure.
I can't keep up.
Do that thing, Nick. Nick got the good thing.
Now, Nina said he got like 4 on the way at the same damn time. At the same damn time.
They in line. Me next, Nick. Me next. Take care of me. I'll have one. Shit.
You ain't light enough. Sorry, you ain't made the cut. You gotta be light bright for Nick, baby. I'm sorry. He like them light bright.
That's what it looked like, but I don't.
But this is my thing. I heard that Nick Cannon is having all these babies because I guess he suffered from some type of illness. Is it lupus? I'm not sure, but I know that they said that he's having all these children and he's trying to make his own society. But this is my question. How are you making your own society when none of these mothers are living together under one roof with all these children? Because, Nick, it sounds like you're having to travel for multiple graduations in the next 17 years. How are you going to do it?
You got the money?
I mean, you got the money, but what happens to the child?
It's going to be just Zoom anyway. Ain't nobody going to have no real graduation. It's just going to be Zoom.
telling you, he gonna need somebody to take care of him because the women aren't. No, ma'am, they're not. Especially if your check ain't coming on time. He ain't gonna make it to the next 17 years. Yes, he gonna miss all the
Well, the
graduation.
Bible says, be fruitful and multiply. And he is not married, so that is what he's doing. He's strictly just going by what biblical principles say. He's
Well,
multiplying.
I'm glad he chose the right women to have those children with, because in the end, he gonna find out if he got all this trauma. Because if you have 7, 8 baby mamas, because he gonna go to Mariah children graduation. Let's just be honest, them the first children. He gonna go to their graduation. Let's talk about like Andre 3000 said, the first day of school and graduation, you ain't gonna be able to do it, bro. I'm trying to see how these flights gonna make it out in time for you to make it for the first day of school and
He
graduation.
got the money. He'll be
And
there.
you may have the money, but that's how many children? 7 children. That's a lot of child support unless you get it broke down and everybody living outside of California, because outside of California, because I notice a lot of these women, if they got a man with some money, they move their ass to California. They get more child support.
I'll be right back. Right back. I've got to plug my phone in.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, thank you, Nina. He fruitful, not he laying fruitful now. He laying meat. You right. He is laying meat, and it's no way. I don't care what type of money you have. How are you gonna father these children on a regular basis? That's what I'm wondering. That's right, Tosha. Let's move to Cali. You get good child support money over there, baby. Why do you think what's that girl name? Tristan. The girl that had a baby by Tristan. Why do you think she moved to California? She moved from Texas to California because she knew that check would go up, and it did. I think she's gonna get $30,000 a month. What? 30,000? You know what you can do with that? Oh, okay. So with that being said, yes, Nick is just laying meat. He's not being fruitful because he's not going to be a great dad with all these children scattered across.
Speaking over that man, he could be
I'm
a great
sorry,
dad.
it's no way that you could be a great dad traveling across America on an everyday basis to see children and work at the same damn time.
Dreamer, you can't say that.
I guess I can.
That might not be true.
Because my daddy was there every day. He wasn't the best daddy, but he did what he could.
My thing is, dads be in the home all the time and it don't make them great. So you never know.
My dad was there every day. Don't make him the best dad.
I'm with you, Nick.
What
Be a
Nina
great
said she
daddy.
can
I'm sending you
FaceTime. He
all
can
that positive
FaceTime me.
energy that you
She said
need
he
to
can
be a great dad,
FaceTime.
Nick. You're
I'm
going to be a
with Tosha,
wonderful father.
yes. I'm with Tosha, yes. She said, because I said something about when people move to California, that child support go up. So yes, let's move to Cali. And I could do a lot of money. I could do a lot with a $30,000 a month. So really, all
Not in
these women,
California.
no, not in California, but it's a nice for $30,000 a month. I'm good in Cali. Yes, I am. I'm good in Cali. Me, yeah, $30,000 a month. Shit, I'm good. Baby, I'm gonna be so good. You're gonna be like, damn, this bitch started a whole nother business in Cali. Sure did. THC dispensary. Thank you for them 30 G's a month. But what I'm saying is, Nina said he could FaceTime now. I don't think them children gonna be happy with that. It's Nina. Nina said, Venus, do you believe men should pay child support?
Hell yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. But I ain't gonna force it. That's your karma. You go. That's your karma. I believe men who don't have good karma.
Exactly. Well, I was in a situation where I didn't get child support. I got child support and alimony for a good couple of months, good year, and then it was a wrap because of my situation. My ex did fed time. Tasha said, right, Beaners, we do believe in child support. I'm with you, Tasha. Yes, you're right. Because I want them 30 G's in Cali. I mean, shit. I take them.
I believe in alimony.
Look, if I could have a baby by Nick, I have one. I ain't gonna lie. Especially about the 20s.
Yeah.
If I was
and I got to deal with it for real, I sure would.
I sure would. In my 20s in Cali, girl, you can't tell me shit. Oh, okay. So that's what I'm saying. My thing is, I know Nick has the money. He has the flights. Baby, he can take flights whenever. My concern is the children. The children will not get a lot of time with Nick. Because Nick has to be everywhere for all the other children.
But let me ask you this. If you have 7 kids, how do you spend time with all 7 kids, even if they're in the home?
I think it would be easier than traveling all around America to see them. They're in the home. But then, I think it's much easier. You got men who have 7 children by one woman, and they're in the home.
But you think he spends ample enough time with each one of those kids, or it's just the fact that he's in the home?
It depends on what type of man he is. Mm-hmm. You know, you have men who do like to spend time with each one of their children and together. But then you have men who strictly focus on making the money for the home. And that's what I think Nick is. He's just a man who makes the money for the home. He drops in, do what he has to do as a father, and then he's out again, probably for months. It's just like it's sad, dog. It's sad you got that much money, but you're like a military dad. Damn near.
What about Kanye? Who moved next door to? Who bought the house next door to Kim?
Let me tell you this, though. Let me be honest about this. I think Kanye buying a home next to Kim is fly as fuck. But that nigga might be getting on your nerves. And if I was Kim, see, Kim is not a black woman, so she can't take on our personality and how we do it, because I would not lie as Kim. I would be like, go across that street to your goddamn daddy house. Y'all getting on my goddamn nerves. Y'all done ate up all the goddamn food in the house. We've been on quarantine. Y'all at home learning. It's time for him to take his part. I take y'all from Sunday to Thursday. He take y'all from Thursday to let's just gonna say Sunday, okay?
But what's the oldest baby named Nora? She be taking Kim down through that.
She is a gangster.
She black.
Baby, she hanging her in her own house.
Nora, why would you say that, Nora? Don't say that, Nora. Why would you do that? Nora. Oh, Nora.
Yes, Tosha said you can have the man at home, but not emotionally there. So what's the purpose? That means it's time to get rid of his ass because he's not a participant in the tribe. Unless you go talk to him and tell him, hey, you haven't been participating in this tribe work that we've been doing with these children. So I need you to step it up. Give me a little break. Put your voice in. I'm going to step out and let you handle it. That's what I feel about that, Tosha. Nina said Kanye is a small stalker. He's a Gemini being. Are you a stalker? He's a Gemini. Aren't you a Gemini?
I am a Gemini.
Them 2 faces? Let's see them 2 faces.
I ain't no stalker though. I ain't gonna lie. I got 2, sometimes 3, maybe even 4. Okay. If we're gonna be for real. But
See, I could talk about you because my moon sign is Gemini. I could talk about your ass.
I don't care. That's where I am in life now. I don't care. I am who I am. I'm a Gemini. Yes.
Yeah, you a Gemini,
But
baby. You that.
I'm a loyal person. So it's not like my two faces gonna stab you in the back. No, both of my faces are gonna be loyal to
That
who I'm
depends on
loyal
your,
to.
that's on your moon sign. So your moon
Mhm.
sign might be something different that pumps in that type of loyalty.
But
Kanye is loyal to me. He's just loyal to controlling on the masculine man side. That's what he is.
yeah, Kanye is something different.
He is. He's a male. He's a male Gemini. That's all he is.
And Andre 3000, if you ever come across this, hey, you're Gemini too, me. Hey,
Look, let me let my friend have her shot, cause so she can go
hey,
in.
hey, hey, Mr. Benjamin. Hi.
Please, Mr. Benjamin, call her so she
Hey.
can feel some type of special about this right here. Okay. Please call her and tell you everything that she thought you was too. Please, so you can come to the cookout.
Come on. Come on. Yeah, but I don't, my brother Kanye, he's something different.
He's a male Gemini.
I'm just gonna pray and meditate for him. That's all I got to say about Kanye. And I give thanks and honor to North because I think she brings them back to reality.
Bella, stop it. She gonna mess up that girl whole mind when she gets 16.
Well, she should have thought about that before she had a black daughter. That's what she should have thought about. I'm sorry.
She
I
messing
love
up her
North.
mind now. She don't know what to do with that little girl.
North. Oh, North.
She don't know
North.
what to do, huh?
North would be living with
When
Kanye.
y'all come in the room, this is what she do. She's here. Okay, we're gonna act like she's not.
North.
I'm gonna still
Why
put
are
on
you in
makeup.
here, North?
Look, she putting on her makeup. North saying, "That's still ugly."
I love North.
Kim has a black daughter named North, baby. She cuts up. When I say she get in that ass, Kim don't know what to do. Let's just put that out there. She don't know what
And
to
Kanye
do.
just be quiet. I know in his mind, he be like, get that bitch. Get her. Get her. That's right. I love you. You my daughter. I love it. Yeah, North. Yeah, say that shit to her, North. Yeah. I know that's what he be saying in his head.
Tasha said her firstborn is a Gemini. Ooh, girl.
That's right. That's right.
Girl, and he a boy? Ooh, girl.
Now, boy Gemini is just a little different than girl Gemini. We're just a little different.
Girl, I'm a Leo, and me and Leos are different from the women Leo. So I think the male version of us is highly different from the feminine version of us.
I
They
agree.
are highly different. They are more, I'm gonna say the men, to me, the men astrological signs are more explosive when you get to that side. Cause I don't even talk to men Leos. They just not my type of dude. Like, I can be friends with them all day. Like we could be the best of friends. I can cuss their ass out and all that type of stuff because they do have like a one track fixed mind. You know, the male Leos. But otherwise, no, we can't talk. No. We're not on the same team.
I'm a lover, so I think any sign will fit me. I know what the horoscope says, but
No, I already see them when they come. That's the crazy part. I know them when they come. It happened to me at the Crescent.
I believe you.
One of them, I knew it when he came over there. I could tell. And then when he said, "What's your side?" I wanted to tell him so bad, the same as you. Then when I told him, I said, "My birthday this day." He said, "Damn." I said, "Yeah, same as you, but we different, boo. I know what you like, and I know what I don't like." I know what you be seeking attention. Cause I know male Leos. I know they like a lot of attention. They like for their women to be all over them. They like for their women to be classy, dressed up, and all that. And that ain't me all the time. I'm out here hunting, nigga. I'm a Leo.
Well,
I'm hunting for the money. I dress for the occasion. So this we out for Nick because we already talked, and I want to give an example because I did have an example of two. We talked about that two Muslim men who kind of grew up kind of like Nick. I mean, who kind of was
grew
the
up
child, yeah, the child in this situation like Nick, and they didn't really like the.
polygamous. Their parents were in they grew up in a polygamous household.
They did not like it. They and I don't know if it's because they're male, they're men, and they're looking at their mothers going through this relationship. I mean, we have to remember our children are the front seats of watching our lives play out, and they get examples of that, of what to do and not to do. So in these situations, these two men just didn't like the fact that um their dad was able to have multiple wives and multiple children, and they just didn't know where they fall on the list of the importance of who's more important or not. Can we see him? When is he coming? He's not an active role all the time, and I think a lot of children in those situations. And remember, y'all, this is a religious situation. This is how their culture is, having multiple wives and children. So a lot of these children didn't like that. Like, I didn't like that. Like, one dude even said he didn't like the fact that, he didn't see his dad on Ramadan every day, like all the time. He was like a special day he came in and then he had to leave out. Or not only that, his mother was the main person in the house all the time, and just watching her go through this situation because that's, excuse me, that's how they put them together. You have, like you said, you have your first marriage is arranged, your second marriage is for love, your third marriage is for business, and then on after that is whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that was just his situation and where he was raised and how the culture was for him. And he didn't like it. So in his life, he said he wanted to have just one wife because I don't think people really understand in the United States, you have these poly relationships, but it's a group of people working together. In these relationships, it's one man who has this money who's able to provide for all these women. And if you buy one wife this, you got to bribe the other wife the same thing. If she want a Mercedes, you got to get the other wife a Mercedes. That's just how that arrangement worked for them. But they had the money to take care, just like Nick did. They had the money to take care of these women, but they didn't have the time to give to their children. So that was the information I got from a person who actually grew up as a child in that type of family arrangement. Damn, we moving, girl. Nick and all his babies.
Go
Now,
on, Nick. I'm with you, Nick. I'm with you.
good Nick, I guess. Hey, I hope your children be okay. That's all I can say. I hope they have some good mental. They not on our first thing on the list, depression and suicide. I hope they not on that list. Okay. Um,
Dreamer, don't be hating on Nick.
I ain't hating on Nick, cause baby, if anything, baby, if my daughter,
Nick's slanging that magic stick.
I don't think Nick has a magic stick. Tell the truth, that's why he won't fuck with black women, cause they gonna tell all his business. Shit, I don't think he got no magic stick. He just laying meat, and it might be half meat. Oh, okay.
Trying to leave that man. Stop hating on that man.
I ain't hating on him. I'm just happy you're able to provide your child support to all these mothers who are willing to give you their baby for the check. Because that's what they doing. Cha-ching. Hope you're able to keep that cha-ching going for at least 25 years. Cha-ching. With that being said, let's move on to the documentaries because you know I'm a documentary girl because I got documentaries I need to watch right now. So
We're running up on 2 hours too.
I know, girl. That's one. This the last one, honey.
Okay.
Well, besides the closing. Now the documentaries that are out now. Oh, this is getting juicy. We got the Bill Cosby.
Haven't watched it.
I watched the clips from the documentary. The man who bought the documentary to the light was actually a comedian. Let me see if I can get his name real quick. Cause it was a comedian who I seen him on other stuff. I don't know why I seen him on, but I want to say Netflix, but he's a comedian. And he actually did the research for the documentary. Let me see what his name is. Cause I really gotta watch all of this documentary. Cause from what I hear, the dude, his name is Kamau Bell, and he was the one who actually put this documentary together because he was like a fan of Bill Cosby. He loved Bill Cosby. They both are comedians, and I think he wanted to talk about this situation. And he dove in real deep. From the clips that I seen, it is deep. I did not. God damn. It gives us a version of Bill Cosby other face. We just got finished talking about two faces. That's why I'm tripping off of it. Bill Cosby has two
Well,
faces.
Gemini's ain't like Bill Cosby. He ain't even know Gemini.
No, I ain't talking about being a Gemini. I'm talking about
I
his
know
two
you said two
faces.
faces.
His two faces that he played so perfect in front of our eyes and then behind the scenes. Y'all need to watch it. That's all I'm saying. Y'all need to watch it because it makes you open your mind to even the people that you deal with on a daily basis that might show you two faces. Like they might be this in front of your face and then behind this camera of the Bill Cosby, like the Bill Cosby show is cut. The Jello pudding commercial is cut. And then you get to see the real Bill. So I just want to talk about all these documentaries that are coming out that are talking about how really to me this is how the entertainment industry has all these hidden secrets. It's so many hidden secrets that we don't know about our favorite people. I like the Bill Cosby. I love the Bill Cosby show. I ain't gonna lie, we lived in a Bill Cosby gave us another light. The show itself gave us a man who is a doctor. His wife is a lawyer. They're raising 5 children. Is it 5? I think they're raising 5 children in the city of New York, and they live in like they functioning as a family. But then when you step off the scene, because we gotta think about it, Bill Cosby did a lot of donating to HBCUs. He talked about us like a dog. I ain't gonna lie about that now. He talked about he was one of them people, Venus, that said he was elite. And he talked about the people below him. So he was one of them people. But now you want to be friends with Boosie? Boosie, your homeboy? Oh, okay. So what I'm saying is I watched the clips. If I watched the whole, because I watched the Epstein documentary, but I think this was gonna be a little bit more crazier because of the simple fact we were so fond of this man as a comic, as a actor, as a philanthropist for the for the community, all of that. And he gave us information on things that we didn't know about. He was very influential in the jazz community. But how you go from that to being at the Playboy Mansion, and let's not forget Hugh Hefner, because your documentary came out too, and they said you was effing animals. So you believe in beast? What is it?
Bestiality.
Bestiality. You believe in bestiality. So I don't want to take from. I don't want to talk about Bill Cosby so bad and not talk about Hugh Hefner, because you was in the same boat with all of y'all was in the same little boat. It sounds like. Now we talked about the Bill Cosby. At the same time, the Bill Cosby documentary came out. The Playhouse, but is it the Playhouse Bunny documentary came out? It's so strange how all these documentaries, the Playhouse Bunny documentary and the Bill Cosby documentary, play into each other. And then y'all added Don Cornelius in there, saying that he had allegedly did some things to some Playhouse bunnies up in the house and making them be sexual with animals. So it's just like, oh my God. Them a woo song. This is why I can't take up for every black person. I love y'all as a people, but I can't take up for bad. And so when I'm still gonna watch them, y'all, and I'll give y'all my commentary later about the Bill Cosby and the Playhouse. I already watched the Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine. That shit was nasty as hell too. All this shit is nasty. So it makes me think, how much is going on? We got people who worship entertainment. We got people who worshiping this entertainment and social media platform. I want y'all to know what you see is an illusion, because behind those closed doors, things are happening that you don't want to happen to any human. And I know it's people out there that want to be singers, actors, producers, directors, and all this showbiz type of thing. And now we're in a time where the information is flowing out. Like Ellen DeGeneres, you haven't heard from her since the Panorama started. She one of them people that fell in the bucket that didn't know how to treat her employees right. Now all this information is just flowing about all these people that we looked up to, and I think we forgot that human. They could be negative as well. So yes, y'all watch the. I'm gonna do a recap on YouTube with the Bill Cosby and the Playhouse documentary, because I just seen the intro and clips from it, but I did not even know it was that deep, and I did not know that Bill Cosby and his wife had some type of relationship. Well, she knew about all this shit. I didn't know that, and that's why she didn't come to court with his ass. So yes, we're gonna get back on that one. I'm gonna do a live on my own about that one. Then there's also the Janet Jackson documentary. Tosha wanted to talk about that, the Janet Jackson documentary. Now I did watch like half of the Janet Jackson documentary, and I did understand why Janet Jackson was talking to Justin. What's the name? Justin Timberlake. She said ain't no time to be doing no discussion. We should have did that a long time ago. I also, they did not address that if Janet had a baby. You didn't tell us if you had the baby or not. It's okay. We all had babies, girl. And also, they talked about how they talked about, what is it, Joe Jackson, the daddy? Now, they said he was known for abuse, but y'all, that lady said, y'all questioned Joe about his abuse, but y'all didn't question the Osbournes. What's it, the Osbournes? About their family, because they was the one take family. Like their dad said, the story is, the dad used to beat them so bad. They was a one take family. One time you had to take, if you was videotaping them, it was one time they was gonna get it right. So
yeah, but Joe
I think
Jackson was also the oldest sister. Also accused Latoya. She did a documentary or interview stating that Joe used to molest Rebbie, which is one of the reasons she left home. I just saw that clip.
Reba was on this documentary too. And I didn't know Reba was almost 70.
Yeah, she was
good.
she was the oldest, and so he wasn't just physically abusing.
Good.
He was sexually abusing, a sexual abuser as well. At least
And
Latoya allegedly stated that he was, and I saw that interview.
that's why I said Reba look good, girl. I didn't
Mhm,
know that her and Janet are like 16 years apart. She's
mhm,
almost 70. Damn,
mhm,
Reba. You look good, girl. Give yourself some
mhm.
props. So that was it's a lot of documentary. I'm a documentary person. Venus talked about the documentary that she watched on Netflix about the mushrooms. Y'all check it out. Y'all need that information. Your girl gonna be having some soon.
Yeah,
So y'all be checking it
I'm
out.
growing them. I'm gonna grow mushrooms. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all gonna have some soon. Check us out. Come see us. Give us a couple of months so they can roll up. But what I'm saying is these documentaries, I love documentaries, y'all. That's a good thing to watch to get information on, kind of figure out where you want to go with it. But I'm a documentary girl. I ain't gonna even lie. My documentary on the mushrooms I watched through Vice. I didn't watch the on mushrooms,
The
the one on mushrooms.
fantastic fungi is what it is
I
called.
watched the one on Vice. But I also seen I gotta figure out the name of this plant. It's a plant in South America. It's a dangerous plant. It's a plant in South America. If you whiff it one time, the person can control whatever they want to control within you. Like if you tell them go get your money out the bank account, that person is going to go get their money out the bank account. When I come back out, I'm gonna have a name for that plant because I watched a documentary about that, and it's supposed to be illegal to bring it to other states, but it does exist in Mexico. Ooh, that's deep right there. A plant that makes you do what the other person tells you to do, and all you gotta do is they can have it in on their bodies and not on their bodies, but have it on them and just whiff it like smell this. Just like an aphrodisiac. And then, like, I have watched people on the documentary say they have lost money, families, because nobody believed that this plant could do that to them. But the people in this location know that it does that to them, and it grows on trees freely. It grows in it like it's there around them, and now they trying to make it where it's illegal to have that plant around because people lost their whole damn living of life off of this plant because people are using it. Like you got people like you have workers who are using it to get their money. You have drug dealers in Mexico who using it to get their money. I wish everybody was just as naturalistic as we was, Venus, into learning stuff like this when it comes to documentaries, because this is my interest for sure. Not saying I'm trying to get somebody to use somebody with this plant, but just imagine what this plant can do to your mind if you alter it with the people who have depression. Think about it. If I woof this plant around somebody who got depression and I'm sitting here training their mind to be undepressed, man, come on, y'all. Y'all read the good book. Y'all Christians out there. Here, the source has already created everything that we needed.
I posted a question.
Whatever we need, it all is already here. It's not in the matrix, and it's not how we were raised, because our parents weren't raised like that. Maybe in the beginning of time we were raised to nurture this planet, but some type of way we got to go back to nurturing this planet so we can get what we need.
I posted a question on Facebook if um, people believe that hoodoo is evil, and if so, why?
We have to have
Um,
a discussion about that.
right, right. And so also the difference between voodoo and hoodoo, and why hoodoo is 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 different than voodoo, but also why it is so important to the African American culture, and we don't even realize it. It
I
that
keep
that
saying
definitely.
that our first religion is voodoo. That is our first religion. If you want to call it a religion, whatever you want to call it, it's what we first practice. That's our first practice. I think people have been, we have been taken and reprogrammed about it, but our first nature of life is voodoo. Voodoo involves nature and everything that's evolving in it and us. We are a part of it. We are connected to it. You go to church every Sunday and pray to your power and give it power. I don't do that. I give myself power because I want to have my own power within this universe. It's already given to you before you arrive here. And I know I'm talking to on another level. I know we have people who are religious people, and I know that y'all practice what y'all want to practice. But this just what I have read and what I have researched and what I have seen, because I have did the research on the Bible and where it comes from. Half of the Psalms is Akhenaten. Akhenaten wrote the Psalms that you're reading right now. Go do the research. And if you don't know who Akhenaten is, that is the husband of Nefertiti. He already wrote it. Why you think he gave up a whole kingdom to go live with his wife and daughters in America? Come on. So I mean, we can sit up here and talk about all that, and you can tell me about your research and whatever you got from your research. But that energy that you receive every day, you don't think that sun give you energy? That's the power of voodoo. That's voodoo. Why we not praising the sun when it grows our plants every day? Why we not praising this rain that come when we need it? Because it's storming here in Alabama. It's raining. The temperature is dropping, but guess what? Some gonna grow out there. My parsley still growing in this cold air. It warmed up to 65 and gave it a break today. The rosemary, the chives, all that stuff is still out there growing, and you just cut and go. Okay? And it's still gonna grow back. I cut the parsley and it grew back. I'm just saying, we praising all these people instead of praising what was given: the moon, the sun, the clouds, the rain, whatever we need to keep, whatever this planet need to keep operating. That's what makes it operate. And treating it bad, that's why you wonder why Mother Nature's so mad at us. You wonder why it's 65 in January. You wonder why we having a tornado storm in January. A tornado watch. My siren went off today. Tornado watch in January. You wonder why? Cause she tired. Y'all been mistreating her, doing her wrong. Y'all don't even acknowledge Mother Nature at all. We gotta do better. That's all I'm saying. We sit and I'm not talking about Christian people, Muslim people, but we sit and go praise everything else, but we don't praise the naturalistic stuff that we see every day. Thank you for the sun coming up today. Thank you for the rain today, because somebody need it. Somebody out there in the woods need that rain. And that's all I'm saying. Voodoo, thank you. And I'm talking about the people who use it in the right way. Because it is people out here using it in their own way for their own reasons. But I'm talking about in the right way. Because we can use it in the right way to even uplift our people. But you need a lot of people to do it. So yes, I do like voodoo, Venus. I'm a big believer in it.
Well, I'm not necessarily a voodoo, but I do believe in uh, hoodoo practices, which are different.
Yes, I'm a big believer because it's everyday. That's an everyday naturalistic living. That's what it is. It's naturalistic living. Now you do have people who do voodoo wrong in the wrong type of ways. That's your
Right. And
repercussion.
so hoodoo is more so based in Christianity and not
Yeah, that's
Catholicism. And so that is why
worse.
I presently like hoodoo. It is more based in Christianity than Catholicism.
Yeah, but um, I can't say who voodoo is Catholicism. I can't really say that. Not from. I think Catholicism has made portions of voodoo them, but not voodoo making them them. And you had people back then when people start converting to religion, they had to pretend to be in these religions so they wouldn't get executed because of their natural religion, their natural being, their natural study. That's why you
But,
had people
right.
who
Well, through my studies, that's the difference. One is based through Catholic. One was hidden
know,
in Catholicism, and one was hidden in Christianity. Those are the
of
difference just
course,
through my studies.
because as slaves, we came over here to be made to practice Christianity. So you had to form another form of voodoo if you are learning Christianity because you are a slave being trained mentally. So now I got to conform to this in a different type of way because if I do this in this type of way, then y'all gonna say I'm a voodoo priestess or I'm a voodoo witch and y'all might hang me or kill me. So let me hide it in this way where you won't know it at all. So that's why you have a lot of hoodoo people in New Orleans because they were slaves. A lot of them came from not just slaves, a lot of them came from islands, which is Haiti. You got a lot of Haitians and Jamaicans in New Orleans that practice hoodoo, but then they practice hoodoo, but they still go to Catholic churches, just like Haitians.
Mhm.
So it's a cover up really to say, yes, I'm in here with y'all, but when I leave here, I'm finna go do this ceremony.
Mhm.
I have seen that in a documentary. A lot of Haitians do have Catholic churches, but then when you come to New Orleans, where they have Catholic churches, they do practice hoodoo,
Mhm.
and some of them do practice voodoo. But mostly, to me, it's a lot of hoodoo people because it's a commercialized other voodoo. But yeah, I like voodoo. I don't know what ancestor it was or who it was, but I know the power of that knowledge of voodoo. If I want to go get it, it comes to me naturally. For some reason, I can it could come to me naturally just in if I want to speak something and I need to speak it in a different way. Sometimes it'll come to me where I need to someone say like this, do this, do that, but I'm open to that. A lot of people not open to that because they still conformed in their teachings from a young child of Christianity. I even talked to my dad about it because I went to a reader, and the reader that I went to really couldn't read me because she didn't have the information. Remember, you have to be a black, to me, melanated being to give me the information I needed. And then when I went to her, she was not able to give me the information. She was not a melanated being. She kept saying, I don't know this. Like, they're telling me things I don't know. They're giving you information. They are telling me they're giving you information, and it's in your bloodline. Basically, that's what she could only tell me. And that's why I did the Reiki healing. That's why I did it. To help me understand. Cause she couldn't help me. Cause she didn't understand. To me, I don't think she understood the language, and she did not understand the process. And she kept saying, "You so far out of space. You so far out of space. I can't read it. I can't." And that's why I knew. I was like, she can't tell me. She cannot tell me. So the Reiki healing helped me to know. They helped me a lot. I even said it at that crescent mean like that Reiki healing showed me a lot, and it showed me who I really was, like, not without even speaking. So I suggest people go get that Reiki healing, baby, and heal your chakras and find out what your real being is, because we all playing a role, but we don't know who our real true self is when it boils down to it, because some of these people are not from this planet. And I'm speaking above the heads of other people now. Some of us are not from here. I'm speaking to the people who identify with me, because that's how I've been feeling since I was a child. I was not from here. And that Reiki healing helped me heal, to help me know that, hey, you're not. There's all you're not, and you're ready to go back to your own house. So I advise everybody go get that Reiki healing.
All right, go get a Reiki healing.
Yeah, speak to your answers. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Sometimes that helps you too. They used to say that's crazy, but that is not crazy. Talking to yourself so you can get answers about yourself. It'll reveal itself every day.
All right.
All right, so we at the 210, 211. We talked enough. Montreal, we're gonna be watching out. We ready when you ready, Montreal. We been waiting now. You know we didn't upgrade and got the StreamYard and everything. So Nina, when you ready to come on, I send the link out to y'all. When I send the link out, that link means that you can come in on the live anytime y'all want to. So Nina, if you want to come on the live, we'll be here next Thursday. The link will go out. Please, y'all, if you have any questions, if you want to come in and chat, just like Ava did last week, all she did was hit the chat, the link. We can add up to 10 people. I ain't trying to have that many people, but I'm just saying we can add up to 10 people. So if you want to hit the link and join, even Guy, if you want to hit the link, Tosha, you want to come and hit the link and join us, you can. But we will be back on next Thursday. I want y'all to put topics in the comments. What y'all want to talk about? What's affecting your life?
And Marcy, thank you for all of your suggestions on the topics. We do appreciate it. Thank you, Marcy.
Thank you. Because we just went down the line with you, baby. You was all you tonight. We went down the line.
Yeah, so thank you so much. And once again, if you send a topic, please tune in and join us so that you can give your spiel or your side of how you feel and view on that topic. That is important. So please do that. So don't be camera shy if you give a suggestion.
Tell them again, Vince. They don't have to be camera shy. We regular people.
That's right.
Regular people. We want to heal the world. The only way y'all can heal is communication. That's why me and Venus talk. We have differences, but it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
And you see, I just shut up and let her talk. It don't bother me none.
Exactly.
I'm a listener anyways. I'm a listener more so than I am a talker. But yes, so please, yes, give your suggestions. And then I know Guy wanted to talk about the conditions of the prison system. And so I think,
come on, Guy. Please come on,
I
Guy.
think that is one topic that we do need to hit,
Please.
especially in Alabama. and they're not just their conditions, but their judicial system and how the system is not letting people out of it. Like once they're caught in there, they're holding people for minor offenses for years. And so
guys,
that needs,
please, guy, while you there, get questions from other people that you might know. We want you to come on. We need that we need people to know that is a major concern. We're taxpayers. Why they not taking care of y'all?
so when I talk to you on the phone, make sure you know that some of the when you call me from that phone on the wall, you know.
That phone on the wall, let us know when you're ready and the time that you're ready, because I know it's a schedule for y'all. But
and anyone else that would like to share anything,
that's a good one,
please.
Venus.
Yeah, please, please, please.
That's a
please,
good one.
please, 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 please.
Yes, so we want God to come on. We want him to give us the experience and this kind of give us information where these tax dollars going. Oh, okay. Nina, we want you to come on, represent your district, girl. Tosha, we want you to bring your friends. Y'all keep talking to us because this is helping us and helping us understand people. So I'm glad that y'all came. We send love, happiness.
Thank you. I love everyone. I love you all. I love everybody. I love the whole world. Yes, I do. I don't care if you're Black, white, Russian, or Jewish. It doesn't matter to me. I believe in loving humanity. So let's just continue to do that. And continue peace, prosperity, and protection, beautiful people. I love you.
All right. Y'all have a great night, and let's continue to prosper and be better than we was today. We're going to make a new day and be better today. Thank y'all.